and fly out pretty promptly. Meghan has the cover that it's her son Archie's birthday, age 4. So he'll come in, he'll leave. But of course, what won't be touched is that sort of damaging split. And it's damaging to the family and it's damaging to the institution. It will remain unresolved.
The Duke and Duchess confirmed they had received an invitation to the coronation more than a month ago, but indicated at the time that they were not ready to announce any decision on whether to attend. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
To recap the top stories, US President Joe Biden is continuing his official visit to Ireland, ringing a peace bell and addressing Ireland's parliament. Jailed media tycoon Jimmy Lai is filing a legal challenge against a Hong Kong government move to block a British barrister from representing him in court. And fashion designer Dame Mary Quant, famed for popularising the miniskirt in the 1960s, has died. That's the latest feature story news. Laura Macon-Isherwood reporting.
Tell us we will die like dogs. What? Tell us we will die like dogs.
You will die like dogs.
No, we will not die like dogs. We will fight like lions, because we are the Three Amigos!
Good morning, it's KCHW 102.7. Finally Thursday with the Three Amigos. Starting off today, sent Alan on a wild goose chase.
Yes,
What's wrong with your hair, Alan?
I don't know.
You really need to tune into the video today just to see Alan's hair.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
Yes. Did you get a new
my
buzz
grandpa's
cut?
butch cut from like the 70s.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Looks good. Looks good.
some of it,
It's good,
some
I
of
love
it. I think the video feed's just cutting it off, you guys.
Okay. All right. You're a little quiet today.
Making fun of me.
Sorry. You are a little quiet today, though, Alan.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that.
All right. Just get all up on that mic like you're kissing it.
Hi.
There you go. See, that's much better. Talk from your diaphragm. All right.
From the belly.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Let's all start the morning off with some voice exercise.
No, let's not. How about we start it off with some weather, weirdos? All right, 53 high today. You guys are going to have mostly sunny skies. It looks good out there right now. Chuck said, though, it's icy. Did you get any of that, Alan?
Little icy, little foggy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
The roads aren't too bad except for the fog.
Okay.
It's thick in a couple of spots.
Mm-hmm.
53 for a high today, 33 for an overnight low with considerable cloudiness. I have to enunciate correctly. 53 and 34 for your Friday, partly cloudy, 20% chance of rain. On to Saturday, 57 and 38, cloudy skies, just a 5% chance of wet stuff. Then the showers should hit us on Sunday, 55% chance with afternoon showers, 57 and 36 for the high and low, 52 and 35 and partly cloudy right now as you head back to work. Monday here in Maine, 70 and sunshine today. Whoop, whoop.
Look at
Nice.
you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to be tanning, at least the bottom half.
Scott will be out there in his gold Speedos.
Yeah.
Might want to put some sunscreen on those legs.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Kids for breakfast today. They're having mini cinnies.
What?
Yes. Cereal variety, fresh fruit juice, and your choice of milk. I like that. What? Wow.
It's for breakfast.
Tacos.
It's only Thursday.
Yeah. Tacos for lunch, refried beans, corn, fresh veggies, fresh fruit, milk choice, and they even give them some salsa. All right.
Nice.
All right. We get to start off. We always start off now with some fun stuff, maybe some jokes. But it's Thursday. It's the Three Amigos. We're starting off with insults. And I want to be insulted first.
Okay.
Okay.
So Scott, we all know you're short. Did everybody know that Scott's girlfriend is even shorter? No. Yeah, she gets fed up of him making fun of her height. So last night he made it up to her, got her a good bottle of wine, a box set of her favorite TV show, And she got home from work. He ordered her favorite takeaway. They drank wine. They watched DVDs. Then afterwards, he went upstairs and ran her a nice hot sink
With bubbles.
With bubbles.
With bubbles.
with bubbles. They had champagne too.
That's awesome. It made her turn red.
Nice. Because it's a true story.
Ouch. Ouch.
Sorry.
All right.
I don't know.
I'm guessing she's taller than you, Scott.
No.
No.
Oh. Yeah, she actually like comes up to a little bit above my shoulder. Not much though.
Sometimes great things come in small packages.
That's right.
So
That's
there's
right.
For
We are
real.
America's new tiny couple.
Nice. I like it.
Oh, wow. You're
To
going to
get a
get your own
reality
TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of tiny things, more jokes, please.
Hey, Chuck, do you know why Scott always laughs when he plays soccer?
Tell me.
Because the grass tickles his bottom.
I love that one.
Sometimes when I don't even have the ball, I run back and forth.
Scott's just out there.
Can't find me, Lucky Charms.
Scott, what are you doing?
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
So Scott walks into a mini bar. Get it?
I finally fit at the counter.
He doesn't even have to duck when he goes under the handrail.
No, that's
Sorry,
the
Scott.
footrail.
That's
Alan.
right, man.
We should, Chuck, we should really make the little things count and teach math to Scott.
Yep.
2,
But
5.
the the real key to these Scott jokes, though, is to keep them short.
When you look at Scott, you would almost think he's a little overweight, but he's not fat. He's just 4 feet short.
All right, payback. You guys ready?
Do it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Alan, your teeth are so yellow, you can't believe it's not butter.
It's margarine.
Chuck's dentist told him he had bad breath. He was talking to someone in the waiting room at the time, though. It's got a long reach to it.
Wow.
All right. Alan's breath is so bad, we don't know if he needs gum or toilet paper.
Wow. That hurts.
I'm sorry, that was horrible.
Wow.
Yeah, Marion told me not to do it, but I said, I'm doing it anyways. All right. People with bad breath are
We did that
disgusting.
debate with my dogs.
That's coming. Just wait. All right. People with bad breath are disgusting. Luckily, we don't need to worry about that since Chuck discovered free chewing gum under desks.
Sweet.
That's right.
And it's free.
It's free.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pay for that. It's
That's
everywhere.
the best part.
Alan's dentist told him he had bad breath too and gave him some extra strong toothpaste. Now all he needs is a toothbrush.
Nice.
I think I got one out my shed.
In your shed.
Yeah.
Chuck.
I use it to clean my tools.
It's preloaded with turpentine.
It's just a little WD-40.
Yeah.
And
Chuck, you shouldn't talk though. Your breath is so bad people look forward to your farts.
Wow. Can I get you some toilet paper, Chuck? Wow. These are brutal.
Yeah, Alan, just be quiet. Your breath's so bad the dentist will only treat you over the phone.
I wonder if you could Zoom to the dentist.
Ooh.
It'd be a lot more pleasant.
All right.
Yeah,
I'd put my mouth over the camera, but that'd be rather disgusting for people, so I'll hold back for now. All right. Guys, this is for both of you. You know you've got bad breath when you shout at your dog and he tries chewing it.
Wow. Yeah. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah. All right. Just a couple that don't apply to you guys. Did you hear that Julie Andrews will no longer be supporting cheap lipstick? It crumbles easily and makes her breath smell. In a quote, she said, "The super color fragile lipstick gives me halitosis."
Oh, wow. Wow.
I stayed up all night trying to make that work with the song.
Yeah, that sounds, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah. All right.
I actually really love that one.
The super color fragile lipstick gives me halitosis. All right, this one. We'll do it like a trivia question. What do you call bad breath that sneaks up on you?
Unique breath.
I don't know.
What'd you say, Alan?
Unique breath?
No. It's ninja-vitis.
Oh, wow.
All right, moving along this morning. Funny signs seen in the U.S. You're at the top of the pyramid, Chuck. You get to go first.
In Los Angeles dance hall, good clean dancing every night but Sunday.
Are we doing
That's
a
when
round
things
robin?
get
on
dirty.
this?
We are.
All right. In a Florida maternity ward, there's a sign that says "No children allowed." Oh, Florida.
New York Medical
Have
Building.
them and get out.
New York Medical Building. This one says Mental Health Prevention Center.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of like KCHW.
Wow. In a main shop, our motto. This was in a main shop. Our motto is to give our customers the lowest possible prices and workmanship.
Oh, wow. That's a lofty goal.
Mm-hmm.
A sign seen on a shopping mall marquee says archery tournament first.
Ow.
Wow. That's one way to do
Makes
it.
sense.
Outside a country shop, we buy junk and sell antiques.
Wow.
I've seen a few stores with that business model.
Yes.
This one was in the window of an Oregon store. Why go elsewhere and be cheated when you can come here?
And be cheated.
And be cheated.
That's good.
Nice. In a Maine restaurant, open 7 days a week and weekends. Wow. I feel like my work week just got longer.
Well,
Loving these new extended hours.
where did you guys find these jokes about Maine?
Oh,
In a Pennsylvania cemetery, persons are prohibited from picking flowers from any but their own grave.
Ooh. Oh. Creepy.
Uh-huh.
On a Tennessee highway, when this sign is underwater, this road is impassable.
Jesus.
That sounds like
I
Tennessee.
think there was a sign. I think that there was a sign that actually said that in Knoxville. There was this like spillway.
Wow. In the offices of a loan company, ask about our plans for owning your home. Wow.
Wow.
They're just like right up front about it.
They are. This one on a radiator repair garage. I think I actually saw this one in Spokane. Best place to take a leak.
See, that one's clever.
Yeah,
I like
clever.
that one.
Yeah.
This one was at a Santa Fe gas station. We will sell gasoline to anyone in a glass container.
Why would anybody be in a glass container?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me out.
That's a big container.
As they grin and fill it with gasoline. That's evil. Wow.
In a clothing store, there was a sign that said wonderful bargains for men with 16 and 17 necks. Wow.
I know that guy. Parking sign in front of a Boston mediation center. Visualize being towed. I think that's meditation. I said mediation. Sorry. Makes more sense now.
On a display of I Love You Only Valentine's cards, now available in multi-packs. Wow.
Chuck, you could be stocked
I
up
love
for
you
years.
only. I love you only. I love you only. That's what I tell my dogs. Don't tell anybody.
Creepy Chuck.
A sign seen in the window of a Kentucky appliance store says, "Don't kill your wife. Let our washing machine do the dirty work."
And the last goofy sign in America on a long-established New Mexico dry cleaner. 38 years on the same spot.
I just want to get my shirt back.
All right, so we've got some things to do while in an elevator, and lucky for everyone, I will point out that there is one elevator in Chihuahua, and that's City Hall. So you know what you have to do today, right? I'm not saying you should
Ride
do
up
it.
and down.
Yeah. All
That
right.
Go for a ride.
All right, Chuck, things to do in an elevator. You're up first.
Make race car noises when anyone gets on or off. I like that.
Perfect.
Well, that's a motorcycle. That's the wrong noise. Can't do cars.
Another fun thing to do is blow your nose and offer to show the contents of your Kleenex to the other passengers.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Why do you give me the bad one, Scott?
Just worked out that way, buddy.
Man,
Oh,
I get all the Trump jokes and the bad jokes.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Whistle the first 7 notes of It's a Small World incessantly.
I sometimes do that without thinking about it. On a long ride, sway side to side at the natural frequency of the elevator.
I'm not saying I've jumped up and down in an elevator to freak other people out, but I have.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Scott.
Sorry.
You could also bring a chair along in an elevator.
I've never seen that. That's cool.
I haven't either.
Take a bite of a sandwich and ask another passenger, want one in my mouth?
Seafood.
Don't say a word, then start doing Tai Chi exercises.
See, that's like that.
That's especially helpful for one of those elevators that has like a mirror and a handlebar, like a ballet studio.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's
I
step
wanna
it
see
up and
that.
do stretches.
Yeah. Just limbering up.
Whose turn is it? I'm lost now.
You could pass out religious tracts to each passenger.
You could meow occasionally.
We should all do this.
We should all do this. That's funny.
I'm in
Just
the
to amuse the
elevator
four of
meow.
Chuck.
Sing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Sing Mary Had a Little Lamb while continuously pushing buttons.
Perfect. You could always walk on with a cooler that says human head on the side. Wow.
Better than a human head that says cooler on the side.
Make a loud ding as the elevator passes each floor.
You can stare at another passenger for a while, then announce, "You're one of them!" and move to the far corner of the elevator.
Great.
You're one of those reptile people, aren't you?
All right. Lizard man.
Mm-hmm.
You could wear a puppet on your hand and talk to other people through it.
It's a good
God,
way
I
to
feel
break
like
the
you've
ice.
done that before.
Yeah, but I like to ask inappropriate questions, like with the puppet, like, "What color's your underwear?"
Oh, wow. Meet Mr. Creepy Puppet.
Yeah. What's better than that? Want to touch my puppet? I think I embarrassed myself. Is it my turn?
Wow. Yep.
Maybe. Oh, crack open your brief. See, I told you guys to tighten it up, and I'm lagging behind. Crack open your briefcase, your purse, and while peering inside, say, "Got enough air in there?"
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You can stand silent and motionless in the corner facing the wall without getting off.
Right.
Just
Right.
ride the elevator
Oh.
all day.
Absolutely. Lean over to another passenger and whisper, "Nookie Patrol coming."
See
One
how many
word.
people got bullied in high school that suddenly get like flashbacks.
Right.
One word. Flatulence.
Or Alan's breath, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or mine too, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
When at least 8 people have boarded, moan from the back, Oh, not now. Darn motion sickness.
Oh, yeah.
You could start doing that cat thing.
You can always place bets with the other passengers that you can fit a quarter in your nose. Bet you $20.
Give me $1 if I can fit this in there.
Show passengers a wound and ask if it looks infected.
Oh.
That's always a good icebreaker.
Yeah.
You can listen to the elevator walls with a stethoscope.
Oh.
Perfect. You could carry a blanket and clutch it protectively.
Alan, what's new about that?
What's new about that?
Yeah. I can just picture
Who
you at the
doesn't already
carpet
do that?
store.
Yeah.
With a
Holding
piece of
roll
carpet.
Yeah.
I love carpet.
Make noises when anyone presses a button.
That seems like the kind of thing that I would just shout out without thinking about it.
Yes.
You can stare at your thumb and say, I think it's getting larger.
Does my thumb look fat?
No, it's your butt.
Yeah, it's the pants, Chuck. Announce in a demonic voice, I must find a more suitable host body. That would be scary.
Okay, stare grinning at another passenger for a while in the elevator and then announce, I've got new socks on.
I could relate. I like
Brings
a good
great
pair of
joy.
socks. You can frown and mutter, gotta go, and then say, oops.
Already went. Draw a little square on the floor and announce to the other passengers that this is your personal space.
Extra points for masking tape.
There you go. Things you can do on the City Hall elevator.
Look at what I can do.
Too bad, though, it's only two floors.
Yeah, that's kind of a short ride.
Yeah. Can't get away with too much. All right, moving along this morning, some news headlines to go back and forth. I don't know if you guys caught the show yesterday, but I covered Arnold Schwarzenegger filling that pothole in California. I don't know if you guys caught that. Pothole that had been for 3 weeks, wrecking up people's cars. Arnold Schwarzenegger went out yesterday and fixed it, and then I played that sound effect that says, "You're mine now, you belong to me." And then it turns out that it was actually a city crew for utilities that trenched the hole, and they need it back open, but he filled it.
I terminated your pothole.
Yes. So they got to tear it back up, but they made jokes. Apparently, they're not going to fine him. Arnold looked at the pothole and said,
I'll be back.
All right. This one, go ahead.
Who doesn't at least put cones around it?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. That's what I'm wondering. Like, why wasn't it marked or something?
Yeah.
That's a big liability.
Well, there are people out there that like me that like to steal road cones.
You don't
They
say.
make nice hats. Scott likes to put on a cone and stand out in the garden and pretend he's a gnome.
Oh, that's true. It's true.
His favorite outfit is that one that's just like the strappy bikini. Yeah.
Those hobbits.
Y'all know the one.
Pretty hard to find a gnome in a bikini.
You're not
That's why
looking hard
you
enough.
do it.
All right. I don't know if you guys caught the actual after the accident with Jeremy Renner, the actor, where he was hit by the snowplow. All the things that actually happened to him. I'm trying to dig it back up here.
30 broken bones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over 30.
And then some.
30 bones. Suffered a pierced liver, a collapsed lung, a displaced eyeball, among other serious injuries. Are there more serious injuries than having a displaced eyeball?
Good Lord.
Yeah. All right. He is
Saw that
recovering,
happen to
though. He was
Chihuahua
on
once. That wasn't funny.
Jimmy Kimmel last night. So very cool.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a severe blood loss too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the interview. It was really, really. He looks great considering everything that happened to him.
He does look pretty darn healthy.
He does. He looks really good. He's walking with a cane, but still up and walking. Yeah.
All right. This next story is pretty much just for mine and Alan's information. Car thieves have come up with yet another way to steal your car, and this one is rather creative. Referring to headlight hacking, what you do is pull the bumper off the car a little bit or bust out the headlight so you can get in there to the headlight jack, which is connected to the car's, because everything is electronic now. It's connected right to the car's the electronic bus system, and you can jack right into that bus system and make the car think you've got a key fob and start it. So it's a new way that they are stealing cars. The reason why this wasn't for Chuck, he doesn't have anything to worry about because he drives a Prius.
That's right.
Nobody wants
That's
those.
Right. Yep. Like this.
Is the lady who owns the Prius here? Oh, well, your wife's car is totaled. Sorry. We were, however, able to save your purse.
Sorry, Chuck. Or as we call him now, El Jefe.
El Jefe.
El Jefe, because that's the boss. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You're El Jefe. All right. People have been releasing balloons in the sky for years, whether celebrating a gender reveal, it's so dumb, or remembering a loved one during a funeral or memorial service. But if you're thinking about doing it yourself, there's a lady on TikTok that's went out and is reminding people not to do that. Jess owns a small farm just north of Houston, Texas, and basically she says that she constantly finds different types of balloons on her property and has lost animals because of that. So I was thinking those bags, that you put the candle in and they float up in the air and catch fire, that people should do those instead of putting more plastic on the planet. All right.
So we should start things on fire instead.
Exactly. No worry about forest fires there. Thanks for blowing it, Chuck.
Most of those are biodegradable, but yeah, they have been known to start fires.
All right. You watch the news, you can tell that there's all sorts of stuff over our planet just waiting to kill us. And I have a few more that you might not have known about. It feels like there's been a staggering science stories emerging every other day recently, all of which have blown our tiny little minds. First, there was the discovery of a terrifying black hole pointed right at the Earth. Then there was a huge hole found in the sun. They found a missing continent.
What?
I never heard about that one.
What?
Yeah, where was that at? And
Was
now,
it out in space or what?
and now a giant hole in the bottom of the ocean. All right. The liquid that is coming out of this hole is partly fresh water and partially other stuff that they don't understand yet. This is coming out of the University of Washington. This hole in the ocean floor is 50 miles off the coast of Washington. And what they think it is lubricant for the tectonic plates. And it is now leaking into the ocean. So
why did they make pot legal? Good Lord.
So just you guys, you want me to start house shopping for you over here in Maine?
No, I'm good.
So,
Okay. All right.
Well, maybe that means the plates will stop moving if they, they'll rust up and then we won't have any more earthquakes.
Right.
Good idea, Chuck.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to go with that.
Also, here in Maine on Saturday, I don't know how we missed it, but a giant fireball went through the sky. Big, bright flash of light, they said, was red and a loud sonic boom. Turns out it was a giant meteor. We'll be busy this weekend because a museum now in Calais, Maine, is offering $25,000 to anyone who can find the meteorite.
It's 50 miles off the coast of Washington.
Let's put a big hole in the ocean.
I hear they're offering free barbecue to the winner. Nothing meatier than that.
Wow.
Good one, Chuck. Good. How we even
Bazinga.
work that? Yeah.
Right.
All right. Let's
I've been
see.
waiting weeks for that one.
All All right. I guess the other thing, I lost it. That was something to be scared of. I'll find it and share it tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's move on, gentlemen, to today's bits and breaks. We're going to kick this off with Chuck and 4 things you didn't know yesterday.
Oh gosh, that's every day. Americans consume 350 slices of pizza every second.
Wow.
I don't think I could eat that much. That's...
You got a layer of.
Those are not rookie numbers.
Alaska is the northern, western, and eastern state. A few of its islands crossed into the eastern hemisphere.
All right. The most northern, western, and eastern state. Wow.
The most northern. Oh, did I not say that? I'm sorry.
That's all right.
As of January 2023, Ireland, Norway, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates have the highest internet penetration rates in the world, with 99% of their populations using the internet.
That's you. That's an interesting choice of words you used, Chuck.
Right?
That's what he was thinking too.
I was reading that. I wasn't sure.
Shame on you. Wow.
especially talking about the internet. And the last one here, a restaurant in North Carolina once offered a tarantula burger.
Oh.
I mean, it can't be that much different than like crab or lobster, right? It's just a land spider instead of a water spider.
The only thing that's weird about it is the legs sticking out of the buns.
And the crunch.
Yeah, the crunch. The hair.
All right, Alan Milani with a bad joke.
A guy in his living room hears a knock on the front door. He opens the door and there's a snail on the porch. He picks up the snail and throws it as far as he can. A year later, there's a knock at the front door. The guy opens the door, sees the snail. The snail says, "What the heck was that all about?"
Funny, that's the same length of time it takes me to walk to the store.
Oh, you poor guy.
All right. One more, and this one's from Jay Leno. Worried about an IRS audit? Avoid what's being called a red flag. That's something the IRS always looks for. For example, you say you have some money left in your bank account after paying taxes. That's a red flag.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Chuck, you could feel free to kind of edit your way through these bad habits that will lead to divorce.
Okay.
All right.
These are all from from the book called Getting Love You Want. Here are 10 common bad habits that will lead you to divorce. Number 1 is to be critical. Even constructive criticism can make your partner defensive.
Oh,
that's fair.
All right.
Number 2, you can insist your partner be exactly the same as you. Absolute compatibility leads to a dull relationship. Absolutely.
That's why I always say, walk this way.
Young Frankenstein.
Don't flee from intimacy. Avoiding physical or emotional intimacy creates a divide.
All right.
Bargain. Don't do something for your partner only when you want something in exchange. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Yeah, like if you do this, I'll do that. Don't do that.
I'll have to stop.
Yeah. Don't focus on the negative.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Right.
Don't refuse to listen. Okay. Hide your needs. Instead, share the things that truly touch your heart. Okay. The last one here is don't expect a fairy tale romance. Reality sets in, and demanding that the fantasy go on prevents your partner from ever being their authentic self.
Oh, you skipped the most important one.
I did.
Play the blame game.
Play the blame game. Yeah.
Using the you language will make your partner defensive.
That's true. Don't do that.
But I found blame someone else wins hands down.
When in doubt, just blame Canada.
Yes, and it's coming. All right, Alan, what was the wild way you found out you were being cheated on? Goes right along with the last one.
Yeah, it certainly does. He apparently wrote an address wrong, and the love letter he wrote was returned to our home. It was a great way to come back from vacation. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. I wonder if these are like true stories. Date night was canceled day of. I decided to make it a guy's night to see a movie. As we entered, I saw her sitting in the theater, snuggling up with a guy. Our seats were a few rows back, and I saw them kiss a couple times. When we were left at the end of the movie, they were exiting their aisle as we walked down the stairs. She absolutely froze when she saw me.
Oopsie.
Wow. Yikes. She demanded to read all the messages on my phone. I said no problem, but only if I could read the messages on hers. She had forgotten to delete a message from a guy, and there was nothing on my phone.
Oh, good boy.
Yep. He knows how to delete stuff, apparently. He tasted like smoke, but was a non-smoker.
Who you kissing, Alan? Sorry.
It was college. I needed the money.
Wow.
We've all been there.
He was drunk at his 21st birthday party, and while joking around with his friends, he started listing off all of the women he'd slept with in the last year. I was standing right there, and we've been dating for 2 years at that point.
Oh, ouch.
Dirty dog. And finally, one user said he sent me a pic of the dog while I was away with a text that said, "Look how cute she looks." Like 3 weeks later, I went back to the photo to show a friend, and upon looking at the photo again, I noticed a pair of women's boots in the background by the door.
Ooh. I had a great one where somebody called me once and said, "Why is your van at my next door neighbor's?"
Oh.
Serious,
Wow.
too. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm not at your next door neighbor's, but I know who is. All right.
I had a
okay.
girl once that said she was heading on a camping trip with her friends, and then later on, it turns out those friends were my friends, and she brought another guy. So my friends were like,
Where's Chuck?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. She wasn't very smart.
All right.
Awkward.
All right. So we're going to take a trip to Canada because Chuck brought it up. And it's thank you, Canada. These are inventions that were made in Canada. And let's go ahead and just start off with the top again, Chuck.
Okay. Where are we at here?
The next one. Thank you, Canada. These are things that are invented in Canada.
Oh, goodness.
Look at the blank look on his face.
I
don't know where you're at either.
Yeah, I went back up to the top because I thought we were done with that whole segment.
It's okay. All right. You guys need me to do it for you?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you, Canada.
It goes down to fun and games.
There it is.
All right. Thank you, Canada. You found it, Alan? Go.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Canada, for the following inventions: Trivial Pursuit, the odometer, the egg carton, road lines, IMAX, instant replay, the pacemaker, insulin, the ink that makes U.S. bills green, the paint roller, the electric wheelchair, the snowmobile, the snowblower.
Snow.
They don't call it the Great White North for nothing. The goalie mask, easy off oven cleaner, the caulking gun, and peanut butter.
Wow.
Yes, thank you for peanut butter. I love Canada.
You love Canada. I've got some great things about Canada, too.
But, Mr. Minister, it isn't like this was the first troublesome thing to come out of Canada. Let us not forget Bryan Adams.
No, the Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions.
Okay.
They never apologized for Justin Bieber.
Yeah. One for Justin Bieber. Here you go.
And the loser has to go back to Canada where he belongs.
And one for the warmongers.
Of course, the only way to see the USO show is to sign up for the army. So join the army and kill some Canadian scum as we continue the March of War.
Sorry.
That's a little harsh.
It was a little harsh.
We here at KCSW do not promote war against Canada.
Thank you, LFA. All right, and if you don't know, I'm calling Chuck El Jefe because in just a couple weeks he's taking over the station manager of KCHW. Tell us no now.
About time we got somebody that knew what they were doing.
Huh. That sounded like stereo, and I couldn't understand either of you. All right, let's march on to trivia.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Head to head, Milani and Richie.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Good chance neither of them will know the answers. Here we go. I'm just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Strings and mirrors.
To that.
All right. 1979, they came to Japan. In 1981, they came to Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Finland. In 1983, they came to the U.S. And in 1985, they came to Britain, France, Italy, Spain, Austria, and Ireland. What were they?
BTS.
Think of those years. It's like the early 80s, and it's an electronic item. What is it?
VCRs.
Walkmans? You wouldn't have liked my original answer.
Was it Godzilla?
It is not Godzilla. It's electronic. It's smallish, usually.
A Walkman.
No, Alan already said that.
Oh, okay.
Early 80s. I guess back in the early 80s, they were bigger.
CDs?
You can do it!
It's not a radio of any sort, right?
It's not a radio of any sort, but it will play music.
Is it a computer?
No. Kind of. I guess back in the 80s they didn't play music, though. No, in the 80s they didn't play music, but now they do.
Video game consoles.
This is painful.
This is painful.
I don't know.
Sorry, listeners.
Let them eat static.
Looking for cell phones. Cell phones.
Oh, man.
All right. 79, they came to Japan where they were invented. 81 to Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Finland. 83 to the U.S. and 85 to Britain, France, Italy, Spain, Austria, and Ireland. That's when cell phones arrived. All right. Hopefully, this one will be a little easier, but I'm not sure. Some of America's most blank cities are Lake Charles, Louisiana, Corpus Christi, Texas, Houston, Texas, Olympia, Washington, and Astoria, Oregon. Some of America's most blank cities are those. What should go?
Stinky.
Stinky! Nope.
I'm going to go with windy.
You guys are on the right track, but that is not either. And why do I have the hiccups?
Rainy?
Wettest. Rainiest.
Oh, you're like on fire, but that's not it. But it
snowiest.
Has to do with water.
Foggiest.
No, sir.
I haven't the foggiest idea.
You can do it!
In the most danger of sliding into the ocean?
Humidity. They're the most humid, it says. The most humid. All right. All right. I don't think of Forks, Washington as being humid, but it is on the list as well. All the time. Yeah. All right. Let's see. We are playing Breakfast Bingo. You guys, I'm going to team you up to spell bingo. So, first up, Chuck. He has been played by Christian Bale, George Clooney, and Robert Pattinson.
Batman.
Alan, a beach destination in Mexico.
Oh.
That's not right at all, is it? Okay, I'll tell you what we spell afterwards. Just come up with a beach destination in Mexico.
Island?
I
don't know.
I gotta guess. I know.
Okay, Chuck, help him out.
Ibiza. Is that it?
Actually, if this was correct, it would be right. Okay? All right? We'll go ahead and finish. Another name for a geek or a dork.
Nerd.
Self-proclaimed. A medical drama on ABC.
I don't watch ABC. This is really hard today.
Begins with a G.
Grey's Anatomy?
Yes, and he doesn't even watch. Extra round of applause, Alan Maloney.
I've heard the name.
Where you find sharks and whales.
The ocean.
All right. So our goal today was, of course, to sell breakfast bingo. But the person who wrote this put a beach destination in Mexico. You came up with Ibiza. So, Chuck, you actually spelt bingo. But the word they had in was Acapulco, which spells bango. Which is actually what I may enjoy more for breakfast.
Wow. Oh, no.
Did I say that?
You
All right.
did. You did.
A taxing...
I think Scott's turning red.
I am.
Look at him.
Woo! Ice,
really
please.
into his breakfast food.
Of course you didn't, Alan. Oh, all right. Here we go. Taxing contest. Give you a clue. The answer includes the phrase tax because, well, tax day is coming up. This guy makes expensive but real stuffed animals.
Expensive but real stuffed animal.
Todd McFarlane.
Nope.
No.
It's got tax in it.
Taxidermist.
Taxidermist.
Yeah. All right. Now they're getting the hang of it. It's another name for a cab.
Taxi.
All right. Finish this historical phrase. No blank without representation.
Taxation.
Taxes. Taxation, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how you agree with them, Chuck. Yeah. All right, when your enemy comes at you with a knife, he what?
Attacks you.
Yes. It's where Dallas and Houston are located.
Texas.
Or Texas?
Texas.
Okay. That one really didn't work out too well. No. All right. More. Average person sees 11 of these a year. Usually happens in, spring, summer, maybe fall.
11 of these a year?
Weather related.
Wasp attacks.
Large wasp attacks. No. We lost Chuck.
Is this still tax?
No, we're move on to a trivia question. Average person sees 11 of these a year. That might have been helpful information. Sorry, Chuck.
Movies.
I'm sticking with thunder showers.
You're so warm. It's something that might happen before or after the thunder shower.
Rainbows.
I like how he got close and Chuck stole it.
Nice.
Americans will miss more than 3 million.
That's how I win Scrabble. I just add ER or S to the end of a word and I win every time.
Isn't that illegal? All right. Americans will miss more than 3 million days of work this year because of what happens in the spring?
Taxes?
Slush, no. Happens in the springs.
Oh, nice weather.
No. It's why I moved. What? Okay, let's change this up. What did Colgate toothpaste come in when it was first created?
A tub?
Did it come in a tub?
Like a bathtub?
A metal bin?
Like a jar or something?
A jar. There you go, Alan Maloney.
Okay.
Funny thing is, he actually used
like
it.
Those little tins, like the hair pomade. Yeah.
Hey, you've been around longer than me, Scott.
All that toothpaste and no toothbrush. We learned that this morning too. All right. Sorry. All these professions have something in common. Cab driver, waiter, doorman, hairstylist, pizza delivery guy. What do they all have
They all
in
work
common?
for tips.
Yes, good job, Chuck. All right, see if I can dig up a couple more here before we go to break. This famous company's logo is nicknamed Larry, and it's now changed. It was nicknamed Larry. It was blue, and it's now, I think he took it away.
Nickname is Larry.
Roto-Rooter? Don't they have
Oh, no! We suck again!
Didn't they have like a little dude on the side of their truck?
Yeah, but I think his name was Apu.
Apu. I see what you did there. I get it.
You get it. We're looking for Larry the Bird from Twitter.
Oh.
I
didn't know he had a name.
Yeah. Okay, in 1907, an ad campaign for Kellogg's Corn Flakes offered a free box of cereal to any woman who would do this at the grocery store.
I'm just considering the original nature of cornflakes around that time, and that's not appropriate.
No, no, it certainly is not.
No, no, it's not.
Now we're focused on that one train of thought.
I can't come up with any other ideas. She had to do something at checkout.
Dance, sing a song.
Crow like a rooster?
No.
Eat cornflakes.
You would like this if you were a male grocer.
What?
Wow, you guys. All right.
I don't know.
I know what you're thinking, but all she had to do was wink at him.
Wink.
Wink,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Do I have the loser sound effect? No, it's not that one. That's what it is.
So why is winking one of those things? It used to be like considered like a sexy thing, but now it's just weird. Have you
No,
ever
it's
had
just
somebody
creepy.
wink at you?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I do it all the time. In elevators.
You wink at people?
In elevators. All right. This animal's stomach is 10 feet long. We're not talking like intestines, stretched out like they say humans goes for a mile or something. This animal's stomach is actually 10 feet long.
A blue whale?
No. Both land and water.
Land and water. A no, couldn't be a sea
crocodile.
Nope. These can be kind of vicious like a crocodile, though. They got big mouths.
A shark?
No.
No, that's not on land. What was I thinking? Land shark.
Wow, Alan.
Yeah, sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Huh.
Land shark.
A shark.
Yeah, I didn't have my coffee. I had to go on a wild goose chase this morning.
It's my fault. It's got a long name with 1, 2.
Hippopotamus.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
10-foot long stomach.
Yes. All right. One story I missed this morning before we go to break. I just wanted to do it because I did have my favorite sound effect. 18,000 cows today killed in an explosion and fire at a Texas dairy farm. Maybe the largest cattle killing ever. Fire spread quickly through the holding pens where thousands of dairy cows crowded together to be milked, trapped in deadly... They were trapped in deadly confines. After subduing the fire at the West Texas dairy farm Monday evening, officials were stunned at the scale of the livestock deaths left behind. 18,000 head of cattle perished in the fire at the South Fork Dairy Farm near Dimmitt, Texas, or nearly 3 times the number of cattle led to slaughter each day across the United States. Just the fact that we, slaughter 6,000 head of cattle every day is kind of creepy, too.
At first, when you first started saying that, I thought you said 18,000 clowns were killed, and then you went on to say something sad.
Yeah, but listen to the sound effect and then insert the word clowns.
It's Apocalypse Cow.
Arthur, evil is afoot and hoofing it with dark gusto. Let's go.
I would not go out there, my little friend. Apocalypse Cow is 50 feet tall. She shoots fire from her teats.
Quickly jump! There's fire everywhere!
Apocalypse Clown, 50 feet tall.
Yikes.
Shoots fire from his shoes, though. Yeah. All right, we're heading for break. When we come back, we've got local birthdays with Alan Milani. All right, dig out that calendar so I don't have to look it up on my phone. All right, we'll also have some fun stuff, some news headlines for you, but you have to stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7, and we are right back.
It's 8:17.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chihuahua. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW, Chihuahua, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chihuahua.
Welcome to 2023 Talks, where we're following our democracy in historic times.
In some of the cases, there are people who know something and who can say something. And in those cases, this provides a tool to stop that person before they commit this act.
After a mass shooting in Louisville, Kathy Meekus with the Kentucky chapter of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America is one of many calling for stricter gun laws in the state. The District of Columbia and 20 states have red flag laws in place, allowing law enforcement officials, judges, and in some cases family members to take guns away from people who might be at risk to themselves or others. In 2022, a bill was introduced in the General Assembly urging the state to oppose red flag laws. The bill never made it out of committee. The state of New York will stockpile the abortion medication mifepristone after a controversial ruling from a federal judge in Texas overturned the Food and Drug Administration's 23-year approval of the drug. Governor Kathy Hochul expressed concern about the precedent the ruling could set.
This isn't just an attack on abortion, it's an attack on democracy. Courts have never before revoked a science-backed decision made by the FDA. And if this decision stands, it could have unprecedented consequences that reach far beyond abortion.
Inflation has cooled off in recent months, with prices rising at a slower rate, but after recent bank closures, people are worried about the possibility of a credit crunch. At the International Monetary Fund World Bank's spring meeting, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said she's confident in the U.S. economy, noting there has been little evidence of a coming downturn.
I believe our banking system remains strong and resilient. It has solid capital and liquidity, and the U.S. economy is obviously performing exceptionally well.
During the pandemic, many nonprofits took on many responsibilities, such as addressing homelessness, hunger, poverty, and unequal access to affordable internet. A new report calls on the city of Los Angeles to pay nonprofits on time, cut bureaucratic red tape, and consider funding projects up front instead of paying after the fact for services rendered. As the pandemic ends, Efrain Escobedo with the Southern California Center for Nonprofit Management argued changes must be made.
The inequities that we were seeing right up in our face during the pandemic are solvable, and we did not want to just recover to the same state of affairs that we were in going into the pandemic.
Finally, the judge overseeing the lawsuit Dominion Voting Systems filed against Fox News has imposed sanctions on Fox for withholding evidence. At issue are the media outlet's handling of documents and whether details about Rupert Murdoch's corporate role were kept hidden. I'm Edwin J. Vieira for Pacifica Network and Public News Service. Find our 8 trust indicators to support transparency and accuracy at publicnewsservice.org.
Hey, how are you? Well, there are two different...
Don't forget, you can listen online too at kchw.org.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, this is the news from rural America. Undrinkable is what residents of Oregon's Morrow and Umatilla counties call their well water. It can't be used, they say, to make coffee or even brush their teeth. The cause is excess nitrogen fertilizer from food processing and farmland seeping into groundwater. Too much exposure is known to cause cancer, but the state's 30-year-old mitigation plan has yet to be fully implemented. Mitch Wolgamet was formerly with the state's Department of Environmental Quality.
Where nothing has happened is in irrigated agriculture, which is the largest source of nitrate.
Levels in the drinking water of both counties are 4 to 5 times above what's considered safe exposure for people.
A lot of them had already been buying their own bottled water, which is not the way things should work.
An EPA representative met with local residents and the Confederate tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation last month and said federal authorities may take action to address the contamination if state agencies don't. CPR is often not enough to restore a heartbeat. That's why a retired police officer is getting 25,000 automated external defibrillators, or AEDs, to first responders in 8 states. Anya Slepian has more.
Walter Panzer attempted CPR many times as a police officer in Sturgis, South Dakota, though he was never able to resuscitate his patients. But when he worked in the Mitchell Police Department a couple hundred miles away, AEDs made all the difference.
The key to closing the gap to having lives being saved is early defibrillation.
Now on the board of his family's Helmsley Charitable Trust, Panzer is spearheading an initiative to increase access to defibrillators. County sheriffs, tribal police, game wardens, and other rural officials from Minnesota to Nevada will be equipped with state-of-the-art AEDs. Panzer says officers out on patrol are often the closest to the scene of an emergency.
They're the first ones to get there. They usually beat the ambulance tens of minutes ahead of time. So it's naturally the smart thing to give them the AEDs.
So far, over 16,000 defibrillators have been delivered, saving an estimated 200 lives. I'm Anya Slepian.
Much like food trucks, mobile dental units can travel anywhere, bringing more services to hard-to-reach or low-income communities. Florida legislators are considering increasing the number of institutions allowed to use them, meaning more access to dental hygienists like Shantae Miller, and less time away from work for parents trying to get their kids basic care.
So that's why it's important to have mobile units that have the ability to go where those children and families are.
Miller says Florida leads the nation in the number of individuals, nearly 6 million, living in areas without adequate dental services. For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, I'm Roz Brown. For more rural stories, visit dailyyonder.com.
And we're back. It's KCHW 102.7, looking at 826 on the 13th. And we kick off our second segment with Alan Milani and local birthdays.
Did you get a cure for your hiccups, Scott?
I think I did. I got scared.
Nice. Nice.
Uh-huh.
Today, for birthdays, we have Tanika Smith and Michaela Thomason.
All right. You know them, you love them, see them around town, point and laugh, tell them we were talking about them on the radio.
Yay.
All right. Chuck, we need you to lean forward.
Okay, sorry. I was all relaxed. I got a new chair.
You got a new chair, I could tell.
And it's more comfortable than what I've been using. So.
All right.
I was
Chuck's moving up in the world.
He is. He's going to take it to the station. That's why he got it.
Well, it's my teenager's chair that was in the room and that was too uncomfortable for them. So
okay. Thanks for that.
Yeah. So I get my teenager's reject chair, and it's better than what I used already. How sad is that?
Celebrity birthdays.
We're doing some celebrity birthdays. Okay. Oh, one of my favorite all-time actors. His name is Ron Perlman. Y'all know him. You love him. Is 73 today.
Wow.
Ooh. Yeah. Comedian Carolyn Ray is 59. Good old Ricky Schroeder is 53. Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is 47. Kelly Giddish from Law and Order SVU is 43. And Allison Williams from Get Out and Girls is 35.
All right. Look at history. We call it Happened Today, and we're going to start off in 1796, where the first elephant ever seen in the United States arrived from India. 1902, James Penny opened his first store in Kemerer, Wyoming. Kemerer. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Yeah. 1964, Sidney Poitier became the first black performer in a leading role to win an Academy Award for Lilies of the Field. 1964. 1970, oxygen tank aboard Apollo 13 exploded, putting the crew in danger, causing major damage to the spacecraft while en route to the moon. 1997, age 21, Tiger Woods became the youngest person to win the Masters tournament, and the first African American to claim a major golf title was 1997. All right, 2011, in China, a man was caught driving an amusement park bumper car down a busy road.
Sorry.
Awesome.
2019, BTS became the first K-pop band to perform on Saturday Night Live. Huh. All right. And in 2021, voice actor Hank Azaria apologized for voicing Indian character Apu on The Simpsons for 30 years.
Wow.
I had no idea that was on today's history when I said his name. All right. Special events, Alan Maloney.
Make lunch count day. Peach cobbler day.
1, 2.
Scrabble day. Yeah. Scrabble day. And such a dish you are, Chuck. Scrabble day and Thomas Jefferson day.
All right. This sounds like a tornado. Number of the day, Chuck Ritchie.
The number of the day is 43,000. That is the number of mobile home communities in the United States.
Nice.
43,000. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. I lived in Indiana. Tornado came through town, hit everywhere but the mobile home park. How often does that happen?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, so going back to special events of the day, I learned from listening to one of the podcasts that we aired last night. Yesterday was Yuri's Day, which is a holiday celebrated everywhere in the world except the United States. And it was for Yuri G, we'll call him, who was the first astronaut in space, the Russian astronaut who was the first person in space.
It's like Gagarin or something like that. He was a Russian.
Not Gregorian, because they do the chanting. but close to that. Close to that.
All right. All right, before we go on to news and nuggets, I found this morning, and it was things you don't think about that are dangerous and will probably kill you. I thought that'd be fun. All right. First up, kitten bites. Kitten bites. Yeah. Doesn't seem that bad, does it?
No.
If a kitten has unclean teeth and bites you to the point you draw blood, there's a decent chance you can get a major infection and even die. Their teeth are like little needles that inject bacteria right into your blood, and since their teeth are so thin, you heal from the bite really fast. Only bite more dangerous than a cat? Anybody?
I don't know.
Iguana?
No.
A human.
A human. There you go. That's right. A bite from Alan Maloney. The most dangerous.
For the last time, Alan.
Yes.
Interestingly enough.
All right.
You can't see it.
All right. I don't know how to say the next one. Oh, what do you got? A toothbrush there? What was that?
And toothpaste.
Yeah. So much for bad breath.
Now I'm all
He went home and got it just to prove us wrong.
I always have the receipts.
You ran down to the bathroom during the break and stole one of the girls'.
Yeah, I don't even know whose it is.
He stole one of the girls from Chesterfield. He stole their toothbrush and their toothpaste.
I'm going to use it. Then I'm going to put it back where I found it.
That's your goal for today. Use someone else's toothbrush and don't tell them.
Yeah.
All right. The next one on my list was pushing and using force when going number 2.
That'll kill you.
Aneurysms.
Yes.
Aneurysms.
Unfortunately true. That's right, Chuck. If you do a lot of streaming, adjust your diet and talk to your doctor.
If you do.
Do.
You do a lot of straining?
Yeah. If you do.
Wow.
Hard straining can cause everything from minor inconveniences like hemorrhoids up to heart attacks and strokes, and like Chuck said, even an aneurysm. Let's face it, no one really wants to get found dead on the toilet.
Isn't that what actually killed Elvis? It wasn't the drugs, it was the aneurysm?
Yes.
Yeah.
All them banana and peanut butter sandwiches.
All right, driving while tired. It can be just as dangerous as driving while drunk, but many people do it without thinking twice. I always wait till like the third head bob and then I pull over.
Third time's a charm.
That's right. Both moving water and still water on the road can be very dangerous and kill you. Liver failure from overusing Tylenol. It's not harmless. Don't treat it like Skittles, Chuck.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't say why, and I really want to know. Brazilian butt lifts. One of the most dangerous cosmetic surgeries there are.
It's a good thing Alan survived his.
Yeah. And there's still nothing there.
It says that 1 in 3,000 Brazilian butt lift surgeries result in death.
Huh.
But, looking at the pictures, it works.
Right?
But what?
But exactly. All right. Not having enough sodium. There's always warnings about too much salt, but apparently if you don't have enough, it can throw your body totally out of whack. This was learned by someone who passed out and ended up in ER. All right.
Ooh.
Another one you might think about, garage door springs. This one includes a story of installing garage doors unprofessionally and having one of it to bounce off the tension bar and go right through the roof of the garage.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of
doing construction, some of my scariest moments were dealing with garage doors. They're terrifying.
I bet. Good way to lose some fingers. All right, we see this on TV all the time. Full force punch to the face. People have died from a single punch. All right.
Crazy.
Eating grapefruit while on medication. Grapefruit has so many bad interactions with medication, and I've seen this on bottles of pills before I've taken from other people, ranging from rendering the medication. Ranging from rendering the medication ineffective to making it toxic.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Putting your feet on the dashboard, extremely dangerous if you get in a wreck. You can end up putting both feet in your mouth at the same time, Chuck.
That's a problem I've had my whole life.
Right. What is the most common accident at home?
Dropping a knife on your foot?
Ooh, good one. But no.
Ooh.
One that can kill you.
Taking a bath with the toaster.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's walking up or down stairs. Most common accident at home is falling down the stairs. Another one is sitting all day. And this person says, I just tore my butt muscle. 2 months of excruciating pain, 3 weeks of PT, and they're finally getting better. All right.
Should have
Do
opted
you ever
for the
have
butt
those
lift.
days when you're like, I'm not doing anything today, and you do it, and you just sit on the couch, like binge watching old Star Trek all day, and you wake up, or you get up at the end of the day feeling awful.
It's true.
I hate that.
Pregnancy can be deadly. All right, pregnancy can leave lifelong health complications. Pregnancy can be expensive, too, if you don't have the right medical care. There you go. Pregnancy, dangerous.
Well, to expand on that, parenthood.
Yeah. The whole thing's just dangerous.
A simple one, driving way too close to the car in front of you. All right. Another one that can kill you, bleach. Mix with ammonia. Basically, you've just created mustard gas, and you'll die.
And you will die.
If you mix your bleach, Alan, you want to pay attention to this one. If you mix with alcohol, you create chloroform. Yeah.
Wow.
No ideas? Okay. Mix with vinegar, you've just created chlorine gas. All right. Bonus, mix with hydrogen peroxide and vinegar, you've just created parotidic acid, which causes your lungs to bleed. To clarify all this, do not clean pee with bleach because pee has ammonia. There you go.
Yep.
Falling down.
Should we be giving these ideas out on the air?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself too. Is this like warnings or are they tips?
I mean, I think the radio station is about to get a call from the FBI.
Yeah. I'm not a neo-Nazi. All right. I know there are jokes about the whole I've fallen and I can't get up, but falling down is actually on the list, especially as we get older, because our bones lose density, Alan, and strength. So falling can actually cause legitimate injuries.
Why does it sound like it only affects you, Scott? Of course, you don't have fall to far, so you're not going to get hurt.
That's right. Yeah. So, and if I can keep the same shape, I bounce.
I bounce.
Yeah. Well, and I don't quite fall over because remember, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Look at Scott. He's smuggling a basketball.
I'm not smuggling a basketball. I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Noise canceling headphones while walking in cities. Always dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For new parents, sleeping with your newborn in bed, there's been stories of, you've heard of SIDS, but then there's also the ones where mom or dad can roll over and suffocate the baby, too. So, And I think both of you are safe with this one. Bathtub shower combos. And that has slip and fall accidents where you crack your head on the faucet or something like that. All right. Running water in a river or stream can sweep you off your feet. And grain silos, you don't want to go in those, right? All right, because you get sucked into the grain like quicksand.
Or you can suffocate because of the grain dust.
Ooh.
Yep. Or you also don't want to smoke a cigarette inside a grain silo either.
Very flammable.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right, man. Dogs. Don't put your face next to someone else's dog without asking first.
Like the dog or the owner?
Either. It says the dog is a 50-pound predator with pointy teeth and strong jaws.
Oh, you're talking about the teeth end.
Wrong end.
With my dogs, yeah, you don't want to put your face near the wrong end of my dogs.
What does Chuck do in his free time? How did you discover this, Chuck?
Unfortunately, the dogs have made it well known not to get too close to the wrong end.
When anybody comes over, all four dogs and Chuck line up for sniffing.
I just want to meet you.
I learned this from my dogs. All right. Let's wrap this show up so we can get Alan off to work.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Whoop, whoop. Here we go. The news attack. The first part true. Second part always a horrible joke. It's usually not even funny. And here to not be funny, Chuck Ritchie.
Yeah. So I think everyone's heard of this. Montana is looking into banning TikTok across the entire state. Yep.
Okay.
Montana, where you can still ride a horse to work, but you better not lip sync to Cardi B on your phone.
Exactly. Ooh. No fun.
I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but Montana is considering banning TikTok, but they've already got a backup plan for local entertainment, watching tumbleweeds roll by in real time.
What are you doing, Montana? Well, we watch the wind a lot. It's funny Bentsy's moving there. All right. Yeah, he is. According to a study, people who stay up late at night die before others. So finally, for once in their lives, they're going to be early for something.
Yay.
Wow.
That's harsh.
That one has me worried. I never go to bed. So Tuesday is tax deadline day.
Okay.
That means you have a whole year to get disorganized again.
Missouri, on to Missouri with Alan.
Yeah. Missouri Republicans are defending all public libraries in the state. They're replacing them with a new statewide program called Just Google It Already.
Oh.
I believe that's called Missouri.
Missouri.
Documents containing sensitive information about President Biden's trip to Northern Ireland were discovered on a Belfast street. White House has since issued new security protocols, including investing in wind-resistant folders.
That's going to cost.
They blew all the way to Montana.
Chuck.
A third of pet-owning married women say their pets are better listeners than their husbands. Well, duh. Maybe, ladies, it's because you never give your husbands a Kong full of peanut butter.
Wow.
Keep me busy for hours.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
Alan.
Brenda's good. Brenda's good to me.
You find Alan on the floor in the corner of the laundry room.
I get a loaded
growling
Kong all the
anytime
time.
anybody comes near.
Wow, you guys.
We are two wild and crazy guys.
Research shows that sighing is essential to our health. If we didn't sigh, our lungs would fail. Also, our spouses wouldn't know that we're more than ready to leave the barbecue at the boss's house. Horrible.
I kept doing that yesterday and told Marion I was pretending to be an old married couple. Because every time she'd look at something at the store, I go... On to wacky but true. We don't add anything to these, but some movie sound effects. German father and son lost their driver's license within hours of each other for being drunk at the wheel. First, the son drove off the road while under the influence, so police took his license. Then the father set off for the scene of the accident, got stopped, and was also found to be over the limit. So he, too, was taken to jail. Mm-hmm.
Like father, like son.
Yes, it's awesome. Keeping it in the family.
You should ask Santa for a new family.
I don't want a new family. I don't want any family. Families suck.
Wow. All right, then.
Hey, Macaulay. So two young girls from Union County, Florida, reportedly stole a car, took a joyride for more than 400 miles. The twist is that the driver was just 12 years old. Jade Gregory reportedly took her father's Ford Taurus and picked up her 14-year-old friend, Chloe Larson. The girls were soon reported missing, and a search began. Oh, the girls who I thought that was over with.
There's more of the story, Chuck.
The girl. I was like, that's kind of a letdown. The girls who left home on April 5th reportedly saw their images on a television at an Alabama convenience store and turned themselves in. Police believe they were nearing the end of their adventure anyway when they decided it was over. Investigators are still trying to figure out what led the girls to take the car and drive to the Florida-Alabama border, but they believed it was so they could meet someone they were corresponding with online.
Huh. You know, I have just one question. Who steals a Ford Taurus?
That was exactly what I was thinking.
I know.
I was trying to think of a Ford Taurus joke, but there's nothing funny about them.
You know, they actually hurt my eyes when I look at them.
Yeah.
They do.
Wow.
Here's your sound effect.
I don't ever want you associating with little girls.
Why not, Mama?
Because little girls are the devil.
I had a friend that drove a Ford Taurus forever because she never could sell it.
Oh, that deserves a rim shot. All right, a short one.
Thieves in the UK broke into a safe and stole $1,000 from a prison. The thieves also broke into prisoners' lockers.
Hold on.
Woo! We did it! We did it! Oh, yeah.
Apparently,
like
when they got into the lockers, they got 4 packets of top ramen, 3 pairs of slippers, and a Snickers bar.
Nice.
Pack of smokes.
That wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny. It's okay. Here.
I don't think smokes are allowed in prison anymore, are they?
No.
I wouldn't know.
I had to check with somebody who's been to prison.
Wow.
Wow. Sorry. Sorry. Here's a woman accused of threatening to kill a flight attendant after falling asleep in an Alaska Airlines flight bathroom. Could you fall asleep in a plane bathroom? I'd be too afraid I'd get sucked out.
You can barely fit in the bathroom.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. All right. It was from San Francisco to Chicago. It was forced to make an emergency landing in Kansas City. Airline says a 32-year-old swore repeatedly at flight attendants and made death threats. She interrupted flight attendants during an introductory safety presentation and banged on overhead compartments after crew members told her the plane was full and she couldn't switch seats. Witnesses told investigators she later fell asleep in the bathroom and flight attendants left her there to avoid more disruption. She eventually woke up and threatened the life of at least one flight attendant, leading to crew members and passengers to restrain her with, zip ties.
I'm packing you an extra pair of shoes and your angry eyes, just in case.
It's very thoughtful.
It is. Thanks, Mom.
Wow. A guy in Holland held up a store and told the person behind the counter he'd wait for the police in a nearby park. He waited for half an hour, but no police officers came around, so he walked to the police station and gave himself up.
I really want to go back to jail.
So, do I still have to go to jail?
Yep. All right.
I'm right here.
It's you, Alan. Sorry. Yeah, I'm with you.
In Florida, a drunk man was arrested after sneaking into the Naples Police Department and recklessly exploring. Joseph Moulton jumped the fence of a parking lot and went inside an unlocked patrol cruiser where he sat for a few minutes until he saw people come outside. Moulton hid in the bushes and then took action once the coast was clear. According to the police report, Moulton used the nozzle of a water hose and shoved it underneath the door before turning the water on, causing at least an inch of flood damage. Moulton explored his way to the men's locker room and made himself at home by taking a shower and helping himself to some clothing. Moulton took a uniform shirt, pants, cap, and a bulletproof vest worth $900. The police report also describes that he defecated on the women's bathroom floor and dumped a police radio in the toilet. It wasn't until Moulton made his way to the nearest 7-Eleven that police became aware of his actions. One employee called the police after finding Moulton suspicious and believed to be under the influence.
Oh, it's a productive day.
Very funny. Very funny. Very funny. All wet.
All wet.
So the charges were reckless exploration? That's got a nice ring to it.
All right, last
I want one of those on my record.
South African wedding. Get this. South African wedding photographer this week received what he calls the craziest request he's ever heard of in his career. A woman whose wedding he shot 4 years ago, back in 2019, is demanding a full refund for the wedding photography because she got a divorce and doesn't need the photos anymore. Photographer received an unexpected message on Monday from the woman on WhatsApp. He initially thought she would ask to hire him again for another shoot of some sort, but he was taken aback when the woman explained that she had since gotten divorced and was now requesting a full refund since she no longer needed those photos. She wrote, "Well, I'm now divorced, and those pictures, I and my ex-husband don't need them anymore. You did a wonderful job on them, but they went to waste as we are now divorced. I will need a refund of the amount we paid you because we don't need them anymore." After being told that the photographers don't offer such refunds, the woman escalated the demand by threatening to get lawyers involved. Ooh. You know, that's a good chunk of money for me. I've been divorced 3 times. Huh.
There's no telling what would have happened.
Well, thank heaven we got the chains on our arms and legs.
Thank heaven. All right, that is our show.
The photographer's response? No.
Nope. All right, our show for today, there it goes. Tomorrow, it's just me and Chuck. Alan refuses to hang out 2 days in a row with us. Wow. Wow, Alan. Wow.
It's overwhelming.
It's, for me, too.
One day is enough.
Yeah, that's right. And Chuck, you're by yourself tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's called the El Jefe Show. All right. Right? Yeah, you can do it. All right, me and Chuck tomorrow. Other than that, we want you to have a good day. Keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7. Say goodbye.
Bye, Marion.
Bye.
Bye, Marion.
Bye.
getting you an extra pair of shoes and your angry eyes, just in case.
I don't ever want you associating with little girls.
Why not, Mama?
Because little girls are the devil.
You're listening to the new Northern Lights Public Radio.
Northern Lights Public Radio.